What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Well, yesterday, of course, there was a major bout in heavyweight boxing that pitted Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Of course, Francis Ngannou put on a terrific performance, a much better than expected performance against Tyson Fury. You could argue that Tyson Fury didn't take him seriously. Well, but whatever the case may be, Ngannou performed much, much better than most experts and fans anticipated. I believe Ngannou was not considered what you would call a skillful fighter or a tested professional boxer. I believe he was more of an MMA fighter. However, he was trained by the legendary Mike Tyson going into that bout, and he performed great. Some people, including myself, believe that he did enough to win that fight. But anyway, Anthony Joshua last night in Saudi Arabia just absolutely flatlined Francis Ngannou. Flatlined him in the second round, easily winning this bout from yesterday. So this article is from CNN.com. Anthony Joshua delivers devastating blow as he brutally knocks out Francis Ngannou in second round. It was over before it really began in Saudi Arabia as Anthony Joshua pummeled his way past Francis Ngannou with a devastating knockout blow in the second round. It was a much-needed victory for the 34-year-old Briton, who has struggled to find his best boxing over the last few years. But this showing looked like the Joshua of old as he brutally eased past his opponent in Riyadh. I think that's how you pronounce it, or Riyadh. I think it's Riyadh. Coming into the fight, there was lots of excitement surrounding Ngannou in what was just his second ever professional boxing bout. The French Cameroonian had made a living in the UFC, where he had been heavyweight champion, but the veteran fighter fancied a change of scenery and moved from the octagon to the ring. In his first professional fight, dubbed the Battle of the Baddest against Tyson Fury, Ngannou put on a good show with onlookers surprised by how quickly he adapted to life as a boxer and by how comfortable he looked against someone regarded as one of the finest heavyweights of all time. This time, however, it was very, very different. From the opening bell, Joshua looked to assert himself on the sport's newcomer. In the first round, Joshua felled his opponent with a lethal straight right hand and instantly seized control in the Saudi capital. It was more of the same in the second round, with Joshua coming out swinging and Ngannou struggling. A combination from Joshua landed Ngannou on the canvas again, this time the 37-year-old barely surviving the referee's count. It was all but game over at this point, and just seconds later, Joshua danced down the canvas before landing a lethal right hand which sent Ngannou sprawling. "I should be the WBC heavyweight champion of the world," a defiant Joshua told reporters after the fight. Ngannou was gracious in defeat when talking of the decisive blow and made comparisons to Fury post-fight. "He was quite special because he stopped me. He did what Tyson Fury couldn't do." Fury Joshua is the fight that a large proportion of the boxing world wants to see. And after this win for Joshua, it feels like it could be just around the corner. Oh, boy. I'm just going to have to interject my opinion here. Joshua fans, Joshua himself and his fans, clearly are ducking Deontay Wilder. They ducked him when Wilder was at his apex. And they're basically waiting for Wilder to age out to the point where he's no longer a threat, and then they're going to fight him, and they're going to have they didn't want credit for beating an aged and diffused bomb squad Wilder. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want credit for beating a Wilder who, by that point, will be past his prime. And it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Wilder is, in my opinion, one of the great fighters of all time. Devastating knockout artist. It amazes me how boxing fans are so hypocritical. And I think I know what the issue is, but I'm not going to say it on here because when Floyd Mayweather was doing his thing, one of the great technical fighters of all time, these sudden, action-packed guys said, "Oh, we're tired of seeing a guy dance around the ring. We want to see a guy get into a slug out. We want to see power. We want to see knockouts. We want to see action." Then when Wilder gives you that, then suddenly all of a sudden these motherfuckers are saying we want to see skill, we want to see defense. Well, I think what it really is that a lot of these guys just are full of shit. Okay, it is what it is. To me, Anthony Joshua is a coward per se. When I say coward, I don't mean necessarily he's a coward as far as being a fighter, because you get in the ring, you're not a coward if you get in the ring. But compared to other fighters, compared to the warrior mentality of other fighters, he's a coward because he does not want to fight Anthony Joshua. He wants no parts of him. Excuse me. He don't want any parts of Deontay Wilder. He wants no part of him. I tell you what, though, if Joshua does fight Fury, I hope this is another situation where, those gloves look a little bit funny, Hope they look real funny. I hope they keep the same energy, you know what I'm saying? Hope this time if the gloves look funny, all of a sudden everybody, speak up. Don't speak up on it now, you know what I'm saying? Don't speak up on it now because the gloves look loaded and look funny and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, oh yeah, I do. Because we all know that he cheated against Wilder and it was a grand conspiracy and the media was complicit in it. It is what it is. That's my opinion. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it.